In today's video, we will be taking a look at the state of Pennsylvania, arguably the most crucial state in the 2024 presidential election. Now, first off, Joe Biden won the state of Pennsylvania in 2020 on the presidential level by 1.2 points against Donald Trump. He won 50% of the vote to Donald Trump's 48.8%. Biden won the state by just over 80,000 votes. Now, the second point is, why is the state so important? Well, if you look at the 2024 electoral prediction map, Democrats have pretty much 225 locked-in electoral votes. I don't think they're going to likely lose any of these states. States like Minnesota and New Hampshire may be more competitive, but they're still going to go for the Democratic Party regardless. Where Republicans will probably win 219 electoral votes, leaving 94 electoral votes deemed as competitive. The state of Pennsylvania is a must-win for both parties. First off, if Democrats are able to win the state of Pennsylvania, that means that they will be at 244 electoral votes, not far away from the presidency. And because they win Pennsylvania, they're more or less likely pretty much going to win the state of Michigan. Michigan consistently votes to the left of the state of Pennsylvania, and they're part of the quote-unquote blue wall. Typically, if Pennsylvania goes blue, the state of Michigan will pretty much almost certainly end up going blue as well. So that gets Democrats to 259 electoral votes. They need either Arizona, Georgia, or the state of North Carolina to win, or they can win Wisconsin and win Nebraska's 2nd district as well. So this leaves Democrats with a lot of pathways. Arguably the easiest probably be winning the state of Arizona, but they have a lot of options if they end up winning the state of Pennsylvania. Well, if Republicans are able to win the state of Pennsylvania, that spells pretty much doom for the Democratic Party. Republicans will be at 238 electoral votes, and Wisconsin typically votes to the right of the state of Pennsylvania, also part of the Rust Belt 3. It's also likely going to go for a GOP. Republicans in this scenario will also likely win the state of North Carolina, because this state typically is a pretty conservative state, and if Republicans are able to win Pennsylvania, they're also probably going to win the state of North Carolina, which means they'll only have to win one of these 4 states, which pretty much establishes the crucialness of the state of Pennsylvania. So with that in mind, Pennsylvania is a very crucial state for both sides. Now in Pennsylvania in 2020, Democrats barely won the state. They underperformed expectations dramatically. Democrats were expected to win the state of Pennsylvania by around 7 percentage points, but they only ended up winning by 1.2%. Republicans got a lot higher turnout in the rural areas than many moderate pundits expected, therefore helping them almost being able to carry the state on the presidential election level. However, in 2022, Republicans' hopes of winning back the state of Pennsylvania pretty much flattered, as Republicans pretty much didn't do very well in the state. Republicans, both Mehmet Oz and Doug Mastriano, did extremely poorly in the state of Pennsylvania. John Fetterman wasn't the most well-liked candidate, but Mehmet Oz still lost, and Doug Mastriano lost by 15 points in this very competitive state, which means Republicans' shot of actually winning the state of Pennsylvania isn't as great as it previously was. Now, this is my county-by-county prediction map of the state of Pennsylvania. As you can see, Republicans will win 54, and Democrats win just 13 counties in the state of Pennsylvania. However, Democrats will win the very crucial area of the Philadelphia suburbs. The margins are always linked in the description down below, but safe counties means that Republicans will win them by 15 points. Likely means 5 to 15. Lean means 2 to 5, and tilt means 0 to 2. Now, this county map is definitely not much of a change from the 2020 county map. None of the counties flipped, but some of the margins did change slightly. In 2020, Democrats won Erie County, not Erie County, but this county, the county for a college town, by a lean margin. In my prediction, they will win the county by a likely margin. Democrats also won the county of Northampton in 2020 by a tilt margin. This time around, I expect them to win by a lean margin. Finally, the county of Bucks. This is the crucial one here. Democrats won this county by around 4% last election, But this time, I think they'll win by around 6%. I think Democrats will generally do pretty well in some of the suburban areas. Now, I think Republicans will still do very well in the rural areas, and also some of the ex-urban, also kind of rural counties as well, such as these two counties over here. This is pretty much a corridor to the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Lancaster and Berks County, I think Republicans will still do very well there. But I think Democrats will ultimately improve in the Philadelphia area. And I think Republicans in general, though they have a decent shot here, I'd give them a 25% chance of winning the state of Pennsylvania. I do believe Democrats will end up winning the state by around 2 percentage points. A little bit less than that. If I had to predict right now, I'd say Democrats win around 50.2% of the vote to Republicans at around 48.3%. Thank you for watching today's prediction. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.